Well, I decided it's time for some more training, so I decided to take ASA 117, Celestial Navigation. It's a great course. I figured if you ever got out in the water, everything went bad, electronics went out again, not only would you might need to do paper navigation, which I've already taken, but you might be able to do celestial navigation. I do have a sextant, but you don't have to have it for the course. So here we go. Let's look at ASA 117 and see if that might also be something you might be interested in.
Open your eyes and look around. So many new things to be found. I know a place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find.
Hey, this is Tony again, and I decided to take a new course. It's the Celestial Navigation course, and so anyway, you get this cool bag with the course. It comes with all the information inside of it, and the one that I've decided to take first is the ASA 117, which is the first half of ASA 107. It's Celestial Navigation Endorsement. You do get a book. It actually comes with a little binder on it, but I took that off and actually made mine into a regular binder that I can flip through and keep. And it also, in the information, you'll receive universal plotting charts like this that you'll want to make some copies of. The Polaris work forms, so that when you're doing your work with Polaris. Also the local apparent noon, the LAN forms. And then you also get a test, which is, let's see, 25 questions, excuse me. They are not all multiple choice by any means, a lot of fill in the blank. And then they also send you copies of the nautical almanac tables that you'll need to complete the test. So it should be everything in here that you need to actually use the study guide and do the test. So the study guide is set up in the format of to teach you how to actually complete these forms. You don't need a sextant to take this portion of it. It's more or less teaching you how you're going to find latitude and longitude by using the sun, stars, moon, and also it's going to teach you mainly how to use Polaris without anything. You don't need any charts or tables or anything, just a sextant. And you could be within 5 to 10 nautical miles or about 40 minutes of where you're at. It works in the northern hemisphere, not the southern hemisphere, because you can't see Polaris in the southern hemisphere. So anyway, it ought to be a great course. Look forward to complete it, see how well I do on this, and then after this I may go on to the ASA 107, which is actually the full-fledged celestial navigation where you do reductions for the sun and that kind of thing. So anyway, we'll find out and see how this goes. See you after I finish it. The way it works is after you complete this on your own, then you mail the test information back in, and they actually will grade it and then call you or send you your grade. All the material was actually mailed to me. It's not something you print off online, even though you're taking it online. You don't take it really online. You just sign up for it online, and then they'll mail all the information to you, so you actually get a physical hard copy. So look forward to taking it. We'll see how it comes out. All right, I've completed my ASA 117 class, and so I have everything together to mail in. There's a lot of background information that you need to mail with this. I would say send it all in so the instructor could at least see what you were doing and what you were thinking in case you did get things wrong. So anyway, just a little bit, here's the test itself. I can't really delve on it, but anyway, there's also an answer sheet in the back, so you'll have to convert your answers over to it. Then there are a lot of backup information for your LAN, which is local parent noon sheets, Polaris worksheets, lots of those, your increments and corrections, also your UPS, which is your universal position sheet, so you'll want to send that in. But I would send all the information I could back to them so at least they can see, you know, what you were doing and what you marked and where you were going with all this. So I have everything ready to send it in. I'm anxious and excited about getting it back, and you know, hopefully I'll get it back and I'll do well. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Finally, I have I received my test score back. Didn't take them long to grade it, a couple of days, and it was done. So anyway, I was happy to get it back and excited to see what, you know, how I did on it. So anyway, made a 98. All right, so that's good. Missed 2. Just a couple of things I can say about the test. The instructor was wonderful. I've got to give him credit for that. I did have a couple of questions, not about the answers on the test, but not, you know, about the questions on the test even, but some things that I thought needed to be done or that might have been left out. And the instructor got back to me, and he was very, very, very good at answering questions. So couple of observations. One thing is, in my case, the test actually had few things left out. So they're aware of it now, and so they, you know, they're going to put them in the book. But one thing was some of the nautical almanac tables were left out. There were 2 dates. One was in 2022 and one was in 2017. About 4 questions. They included the 2017, but did not include the 2022, which was about 3 questions. So I did have to go and find that on the internet myself, and that was fine. That's okay. It taught me how to do it. That's one way to do it. There was also an example on how to do one of the universal plotting sheets, the UPS. The universal plotting sheet is a little tough to understand exactly how to complete that, and the book that I had actually did not have the plotting sheet example in it. So I answered the best I could, and I did very well on it, actually, much better than I expected, to try to, you know, just figure it out myself without having an example to go by. So that was a couple things. I enjoyed the class. I learned a lot. I mean, I really, really did. You don't need a sexton to do it, to take this class, but it's kind of nice to have a sexton. There are several questions on the test about a sexton that if you have a sexton in your hand, it would be much easier to answer, because one of the questions I could not find the answer in any of the material, and by having the sexton, I actually did it real time and figured it out and got the correct answer. There's another book that's pretty good too that might be helpful, that I did order you can just get it on Amazon, and that's this one. It's GPS backup with a Mark III sexton. It's a good book, has a lot of great information, goes right along with the class. And I actually do have a Mark 15 Davis sexton that I used and that I will use on when I actually take the 107, which is the second half of this. So I've got the first half, the ASA 117, knocked out. Now all I have to do is just do the second half. So for you guys that want to learn celestial navigation, you know, the ability to be able to find your way in the ocean or anywhere. It works on land too. If something goes wrong, everything goes out, electronics are gone, how are you going to get home? Just with the sextant itself, you can get your latitude. Longitude is off a little bit more, but you can get pretty close. 10 to 20 nautical miles, you'll be within the limit. So at least you could find, you know, at least get yourself close. And without anything, just a sextant, you can get within 3 to 5 nautical miles. Even closer than what I had expected in the beginning. So basically, latitude's going to be good. Longitude's going to be off a little, 10 to 20, somewhere around that, about 40 minutes, just from using actually Polaris, or, you know, the accuracy, you know, even when you're using the sun, using the local apparent noon, it's still going to be within that. So I hope you guys enjoy having the class, taking the class. I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to the next class. So see you soon.